Hello, welcome to the 199 Unlisted podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, I'm wearing clothes, I'm wearing a Ducks jacket. Since I'm talking and I'm boring, I'm going to have another video of me, a gun, in the background doing ASMR. Someone, like, she deleted her channel, but someone went and uploaded all her videos. I guess she has a cult following. I don't know. I don't care. Anyway, for those of you that are regular listeners, you remember when I um, did a whole show about my kitchen sink, not my kitchen sink, my bathroom sink being stopped up, and it made no sense because I'm bald, so I'm not putting hair down the sink. Like I don't put anything down my bathroom sink, except for water, obviously. And what I noticed was before it got stopped up, or like the day before it got stopped up, there was a Roto-Rooter van parked in the neighborhood. So I guess someone, called them to get their, clog drain unclogged, whatever. And so I was wondering, could Roto-Rooter make other clogs drained or pipes drained in the neighborhood so they would have to get a call back? I was just wondering because like a few, God, was it, I don't know. My sense of time is so off. But anyway, so just to make this story go, like last week, so I guess someone else called Roto-Rooter, and there was a truck and a van parked outside, and I don't know which house they went to, but then like they left, okay, and then I'm not making this up. I blew my nose, put the Kleenex in the toilet, flush the toilet is backed up. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but I think Roto-Rooter comes to neighborhoods like on a legit call, and then they do something to stop up the pipes somewhere to make other people have messed up pipes so they can get another call. Like, I would not be surprised. Or is that just like the most bullshit conspiracy theory ever? That like when plumbers come to your neighborhood, they do something to stop up other pipes. I was really sitting here thinking that though, because it makes no sense. Like, because when the bathroom one got stopped up, it made no sense. It was working fine the day before, and when I say nothing goes down that sink, nothing really goes down that sink. And the toilet was working fine. There's nothing. If unless you count me throwing up from immense from enough alcohol that could kill a horse. But trust me, I've thrown up in that toilet a million times. It's never been stopped up, so I don't know. Hell, I've even thrown up in the shower because I was so drunk I couldn't stand up and actually pick myself up to throw up in the toilet because I don't know. That's like how many feet is that? The toilet? I don't know. Whatever. Let's just go of 2.5 feet. I could not prop myself up 2.5 feet to throw up in the toilet, so I had to throw up in the shower. But the shower did not get clogged either. But I don't know how I can find out if this is true. I don't think other people document their pipes getting messed up after they see a plumber truck. And then I've never known a plumber that I can ask questions about, and then I can't ask a random plumber because that's probably some trade secrets. So actually, there is one plumber I could ask. That's my ex girlfriend's father, but considering I slept with his wife, I don't want to risk that. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, because I don't know if he knows that I slept with his wife. That was a weird situation because like you guys remember, like I had a girlfriend, and then the mom started hitting on me, and then I showed my friend's girlfriend all the texts that the mom was sending me. And then that was weird too because I liked her actually. And so, because me and her were going out on dates all the time, me and my friend's girlfriend. And that was inappropriate too. But anyway, so I'm showing her the text and she's like, oh, yeah, you should totally hit that. Like, totally do it. And I was like, why? She's like, well, how many times in your life are you going to be able to get a mother and a daughter at the same time? I'm like, yeah, you're right. I should do it. So anyway, it's a whole other thing. But this was all right in front of her husband, like, because I was hanging out at their house with their daughter, you know? And so I'm interacting with this family, and then, like, behind the scenes, I'm with the mom, but then still, it was just, it was like a soap opera. It was really like a soap opera. But anyway, he was a plumber, so I'll ask him. No, that's like rolling the dice because they got divorced actually. Now I'm not saying it's because of me, but she was sleeping around. So, but I'm not saying it's because of me though, because yeah, no, but they weren't getting along anyway because he was bossy. Anytime something was wrong, it was the daughter's fault or the mom's fault, and like the daughter couldn't stand him. Like every time he walked into a room, she would like look at him and like go like, and I'm not exaggerating. So who knows what he did to her when she was 6, but well, he's Mexican. They lead the nation in child abuse and sexual assault. So I'm assuming something happened. But anyway, yes, stereotypes, people, stereotypes. No, but like it was horrible. It's like not horrible. I wasn't there 24/7, but yeah, it was like literally every time he walked into a room, she would like look at him and go. It was so funny. I'm like, I get it. You don't like your dad. And then the wife, Jesus, like she would use me to make excuses to not hang out with her husband, like, which sounds weird, which like me and the girlfriend would go, like, whatever, like, she liked the park a lot, so like we would go to the park. And have a little picnic and play Pokemon. And I know it sounds like she's 6 years old. She's actually like 24 or like 20 whatever, 23 whatever. And we like playing Pokemon. It was just our thing. But like she would use the excuse, well, oh, I have to go check on them. I'll have to go bring them refreshments, and so like she would we'd be at the park for hours, just chilling, hanging, doing boyfriend girlfriend stuff, and she like call my girlfriend and be like, hey, can I bring you guys some drinks or something, like ask Frank if he wants something, because like she would say I don't want anything, and then she would ask, does Frank want something? And so I'm like, sure, because usually when people offer, it means they want to bring it. Because I don't offer help unless I want to help. So I'm assuming, oh, this is how this person feels better. And it was almost every time I went out with her daughter, which sounds weird, she found an excuse to show up. And so a lot of times it would be me, the mom, and the daughter hanging out. And then like when the daughter would leave, the mom would do stuff. I guess that's the proper word. And then and no, and then like later on, like me and the mom would go out alone though. Like she would, but she would just show up to my house though. She was like a stalker kind of chick. Like I would be in the backyard or something like that, and like she like be like, "Hi," I'm like, "Whoa, what are you doing here?" "Oh, you're." I'm like, okay, whatever. Anyway, it was. the mom, was a mom, but she was acting like a stalker teenager. Like she was doing stuff that I saw people in high school do, or even college. She was too old for that shit, but I just think it's because her husband was so bad that a person like me was just, refreshing, and then like I was the only guy around because usually when you're married you usually can't have friends of the opposite gender, and there's only two genders. So if you're a boy, opposite gender is a girl. If you're a girl, blah blah blah. Anyway, so I just think because it was too hard for her to have male friends because she's married. Like, why would a married person have the opposite sex friends? Unless they're family, of course. Since I was the only guy around for obvious reasons, 'cause I was dating her daughter, she just put all her focus on me. And the one person who suspected something was actually her sister. Her sister texted her, and the text was, "Do you like Frank?" And then this was when me and her were in, I believe, a restaurant, and she just kept staring at me. It was like her sister, the mom, my girlfriend, and me, and then like two other people. And the whole time, the mom was just hanging on every word I said because I'm a talker, and just staring at me the whole time. And then like the mom like left something in her car, and she gave me the keys and asked me if I could get something out the car. So I did. When I came back, the sister wasn't there because the sister went to the restroom, and then the mom said while I was out at the car, her sister texted her while she was next to her, "Do you like Frank? You're acting like you like Frank." And then she showed me the text, and I'm like, well, I didn't say anything. I just laughed, and I'm like, you're totally acting like you like me because you just keep staring at me and laughing at everything I say like you're my girlfriend. You're just my side piece. Your daughter's my girlfriend. Let's get that straight. Anyway, but I did learn one thing. Like, if you're gonna get a blowjob, don't eat funnel cake before. For some reason, it just makes it hard. No pun intended. That was weird. I'm not gonna go into detail on that. Anyway, I've said too much already, and I came on here to talk about the conspiracy theory of plumbers, and somehow I got sidetracked. Anyway, you guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Peace.